Taylor Swift takes over Toronto. We are now only a few hours away from the highest grossing tour of all time, kicking off in our city. We're live outside Rogers Centre tonight, where the pop icon makes her Eras Tour Canadian debut.
And we are also at the Metro Convention Center for Tailgate 24. This is where there is a massive celebration of all things Taylor Swift.
And the Hospital for Sick Children is welcoming Swift to Toronto with a friendship bracelet swap. We're going to tell you all about that this evening.
All right, from the sights to the sounds, welcome to a very special edition of CP24 Live at 5. Good evening, I'm Bakari Savage.
And I'm Lena Latifat. It's so great to be with you tonight, and we are in a very special place. We're only steps away from Rogers Centre, where Taylor Swift, the Taylor Swift, is going to be taking the stage. We're live at Steam Whistle Brewing, and this is where we've been catching up with Swifties all day. They have come in from all over the world. Our special coverage of Taylor in Toronto begins right now. Now, it has been a long time coming for Swifties, and the wait is finally over. One of the biggest pop stars in the world, Taylor Swift, officially in the six.
Okay, Swift and her highest grossing, the Eras Tour, they are making their Canadian debut right here in Toronto. Hundreds of thousands of Swifties descending over the city over the next 10 days for 6 sold-out shows. Fans have been flying in from all over the world, and security could not be tighter.
Now, it is an all-hands-on-deck situation to make sure everything goes smoothly and everyone stays safe. That's a huge focus tonight, and we're going to be talking about that as well. Let's check in with CP24's Sija Lu. She kicks off our extensive coverage tonight. She is right by Rogers Centre. She's been speaking with superfans. Sija, has the party started yet?
Yes, I have already gotten 4 friendship bracelets. You can say Toronto is the place to be tonight, or should I say Toronto. It is official. The Taylor Swift takeover is here. Fans have been waiting a long time for this. The ladies are dressed from head to toe in full Swiftie mode tonight. Fans coming from far and wide. I have 2 ladies joining me here right now. This is Victoria and Madeline. They came all the way from Virginia and Connecticut to Toronto to see Taylor Swift. Ladies, how excited are you?
We're so excited to be here. It's been an easy travel so far, so really excited to just go in there and see Taylor Swift, and so excited.
So it wasn't a close journey. You had to get on a plane, get a hotel just to see Taylor Swift. Why is it so worth it for you?
It's worth it because I get to spend time with my cousin and just really experience something that we did when we were little. We always listened to Taylor Swift, so we get to do this together now, so it's really special.
And you have actually seen Taylor Swift live before. So for all these fans, lots of them who haven't seen her, what can we expect? What is the vibe like in there?
She's a great performer, and I think it's going to be awesome with great energy from everybody.
Is there a specific song that you really want to hear, something that you really want to get out of this concert?
I don't have a specific song, but I'm sure you do.
You know, I think asking me to pick a specific song would be like, say, like pick a favorite child. I love them all so much, so I'm just stoked for the whole thing.
Hey, well, with 40 songs, I'm sure she'll play the one that you're listening to. Okay, we have to talk about the outfits. You went all out, head to toe. Describe your outfits. What is the era you're going for?
We're doing a midnight era. We have our fur coats on and have our little sparkly dresses with our cowgirl boots, and we have our cowgirl hats. We have our bracelets. We're stacked and ready. Sunglasses. We got it all.
Love that. So tell me, when did you start loving Taylor Swift? How did you develop such a passion for her music?
Yeah, I was in elementary school, and all of my girlfriends, we would just hang out and just listen to Taylor Swift, so that's really where it started. It's been just great since, so.
Love it. Well, thank you so much, ladies. We appreciate your time. Enjoy the concert. Enjoy Toronto. Well, it is electric in here right now outside the Rogers Centre. These fans have been waiting such a long time to take in Taylor Swift, and it's officially here. The gates are officially open, and well, let's keep walking and see if we can find some more fans here. Okay, we have a lady here. What does your sign say for us?
It says, help make our whole night shimmer, looking for 2 tickets.
2 ticket tape.
Yeah, for me and my friend.
Okay, we are wishing you the best of luck tonight. Tell us if you can get inside tonight.
Oh my gosh, I would cry.
What would that mean to you?
It would mean everything. I've been trying for so long. I entered every contest. I tried going into all the queues on Ticketmaster. I never got in. I got waitlisted. So if I got in, I would just I don't know what I would do. I would just fall on the floor crying.
Completely understandable. I'm sure a lot of people feel the same way.
Yeah.
So tell us about your game plan. So she's here for 3 nights.
Yeah.
She'll be back again later in November. What is your game plan here to try and get a ticket?
I think I'm gonna try Thursday and Saturday, coming around with a sign. But I've also heard tickets prices may go down, so we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Well, best of luck.
Thank
Thanks
you.
so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks. Have a good one.
You too. Well, let's go and see if we can find some other fans tonight. So we have some ladies here. How are you doing?
So good. How are you?
Oh, you look so happy right now. How excited are you to see Taylor?
Out of 10, I would say 1,000,000. I'm so excited.
Well, we are excited for you. Best of luck. I see that your line is moving quickly. Well, lots of excitement here tonight. I'll send it back to you guys for now, but the night is just getting started.
Great, I love that so much. CJ Lou reporting live from outside Rogers Center. And tonight is about Taylor Swift, but it really is all about the fans. Some
The
of them
Swifties.
have been, the Swifties. Some of them have been spending up to a year preparing for this.
And a lot of money.
And a lot of money. And on that note, Bakari,
Yes.
you've got some really special guests you want to introduce us to.
Okay, we have the Perkins family. We have Lauren and
Hi.
Kate. First off, say hello to everyone and tell us a little bit about you.
We're from Oakville, and we've been waiting more than a year for the Taylor Swift concert. And
are we excited?
yes, we are very excited.
How excited would you say you are? And how have you been preparing?
We've been preparing by buying all the necessities, like bracelets,
Of course. You got to have the friendship
the
bracelets.
outfit, and a clear purse.
Of course.
And
of
also,
course.
Mom, we got to talk about this experience for you.
Yeah, I can't wait to see her face when Taylor goes on stage, because that moment's going to be incredible for me.
Is there one song that you're really looking forward to?
Yes, all too well 10-minute version.
Oh,
Amazing.
10-minute version.
And
Okay.
Mom, do you have a song you're looking forward to?
Tears Ricochet.
Solid choice. Okay, so can you explain to us, I see that you've got all these friendship bracelets with you. What's the deal with that for the non-Swifties? What's that about? Everybody's exchanging some bracelets.
So, in the lyrics in the album Midnights, there's a lyric called Make the Friendship Bracelets. That's why Swifties make the Friendship Swiftie bracelets. And they've been making it ever since Midnights came out.
Okay.
What did you do?
I made you some bracelets.
Oh, okay. So wait, a little bit of the backstory here. Now, y'all, pay attention. So the other day, Lena was showing off her friendship bracelet.
Yep.
I didn't have one, and Kate,
felt left
you
out.
said that I look sad. I was sad.
Okay, so let's take a look at what these friendship bracelets look like. This
Yeah,
is so
she took time
great.
to make friendship bracelets, put them in a box, put a note with it. She sent it in a gift bag as well. And this is just
All right, let me help you with this.
This is the nicest
All right,
thing that
Bakari,
someone has ever
you get
done.
this one? It's
Okay, so
called
there's 3 bracelets in here. So we're gonna be friends
Era. There we
and
go,
share
my
the
friend.
bracelets. Okay, so what does this one say?
Family era.
Family
They
era.
all say
Family
Family
era.
era.
Oh,
Ooh.
thank you.
Okay.
There's a third one. Let's
So
go.
now,
Thank
I
you so much.
am a Swiftie.
Yeah.
Check it out.
All right, we're
Hey,
Swifties.
Hey,
We're
thank
ready
you
to go.
so much, Lauren. Thank you so much. Okay, what do you want to say
Thank you.
before you all leave?
To everybody that's going to the concert, I hope you have a great night. And to everybody that's watching this, I hope that you have a good week. And if you are a Swiftie and you don't have tickets, I hope you get tickets.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
so
Hey,
much.
Lauren, Kate, thank you very much. You took time to make these for us and bring them
Thank you
down
very
here
much.
as well. I
And
appreciate
have
it.
fun
It
at
means
the
a
show
lot.
tonight. We so
and
appreciate
I'm a Swiftie
this.
now. And hey, I want to keep this because you wrote me a special note in here.
Thank you so
and there's
much.
another bracelet. Oh,
Okay.
wait, what happened to the other bracelet?
Okay, well, thank you so much and enjoy the show. Now, there are 6 shows in the 6, but if you didn't manage to get your hands on a pair, You just gotta shake it off and head to a different kind of party.
Yeah, I believe they're calling this the tailgate, and that's happening at the Metro Toronto Convention Center, and that's where we find CP24's Beatrice Vaisman doing a little shaking it off. That's my favorite song, by the way. Shake it off, shake it off, oh, 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 oh.
I love that one. It's a good one. And now choir's on the stage singing some of Taylor Swift's songs. But when you talk about fans that have tickets and some who don't, I've got one of each here. I met Charlie and Grace and their mums. They've come down from Cape Breton. You don't have tickets yet, Charlie. Mom's hoping and praying. But what's the vibe been like at the tailgate party?
I love being here. It's really fun.
What do you love about it?
I love that we trade bracelets. We can take pictures and do a bunch of fun things.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Grace, you're going tonight. What's the energy? What are you expecting? What are you hoping for? Have you seen Taylor before?
No, first time.
So what are you imagining when you're picturing this concert tonight? What's going through your mind?
I don't know.
Just an awesome show?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite album, favorite songs?
Favorite album, Reputation, but I don't have a favorite song.
Just like all of them. Equal opportunity. Mom, let's see your sign, because this is pretty good. Trying to be world's best mom, flew from Cape Breton. Tickets, please. Okay, so you don't have tickets yet.
We do not.
What was the strategy? You're flying to Toronto and ...
So the strategy was straight up just going to be an impulse of mom. We hopped on a plane, we flew up here. I got tickets for here because no matter what, this little one is gonna get an experience, tickets or not. And then last minute I said, you know what, I'm gonna make a sign. And then, you know, we might get lucky. Either way, we've had an absolute blast. This city is just thriving right now.
I know you're checking StubHub, like with Fever Bitch. What's the magic price? What are you hoping the price hits that you're gonna be satisfied and click buy?
Well, I mean, in reality, we look way too cute that we should just be getting them for free, but I mean, like, 600, 700, all the fees in. In reality, it is a shame that they are upselling this much, because we could have gotten tickets, you know, if we got into that queue for a lot cheaper, so we're hopeful, we're trying.
But you're here and you look cute. As you said, you did manage to score tickets for you and your daughter. How did that happen?
StubHub last year before Christmas.
Mm-hmm. For a year now, the anticipation's been going. What was it like telling her that you had tickets to the show?
Her father told her on Christmas morning, and she hit the roof. I thought I had really done it because I got her a Taylor Swift sweater. And then her father produced tickets, and she's been excited ever since.
Grace, what was your reaction like? Can you reenact it for our viewers? What was that like?
Screaming.
So we probably don't want to hear that on TV right now. Just screaming, exciting.
I think she cried. I think you had tears.
How hard is that? And I'm going to ask you, because a lot of moms are feeling pressure when you've got little girls and they're just dying to go to this concert. How much pressure are you feeling bringing her here, her friends going, your friends going? I mean, it must be tough.
It's tough, but in reality, I know every single day I do what I can, and I know a lot of moms out there are feeling, you know, just the cost of living, let alone flying your child to Toronto for an astronomical priced concert. So just keep doing it. It's pressure, but we're just going to do what we can do. And hey, she's a fortunate one to be here.
Get them tickets.
Get them tickets.
I agree.
One night my mom was up till 4 a.m. trying to get tickets.
Do you know how cool your mom is? That's a pretty amazing mom move, right?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for talking to me. I hope you get tickets. Say that again.
They need tickets. Get us tickets.
Come on, get Charlie and her mom some tickets, will you? This is an awesome, awesome together event. I mean, people making bracelets. Tell me about the costume or the outfit. What's the inspiration?
This is very debut, fearless coded, very Taylor Swift in high school. I really think that those are some of her best albums, so.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much for chatting. Enjoy the event. So yeah, just an awesome event. Bakari and Lena, people making lots of friends here, especially making friendship bracelets as well. Back to you guys.
Okay, CP24's Beatrice Vaisman live from the Metro Toronto Convention Center at Tailgate 24. Okay, look, from Toronto police to paramedics to city staff, there has been a lot of planning that has gone into this high-profile event.
Yeah, it's not easy to make this come together. The TTC's also been doing a lot of prepping, and on that note, we want to bring in TTC spokesperson Stuart Green. Good to see you.
Good
Happy
to see you.
Tay Day, if we can call it that.
What a great vibe down here, guys. Like, unbelievable.
Honestly, the energy is electric.
Unreal.
There's a real buzz in the city of Toronto. First of all, is the TTC ready for Taylor?
We are ready for it. We absolutely are. We have got tons of extra service going out. We've got extra staff on the streets, particularly when the show lets out. That's really when the pressure point is going to be for us. So we've got more streetcars, we've got more buses, more subways. We're going to have a lot of people out there to guide people, to get you where you need to go. Because we know a lot of people coming in for these shows are not from here. So they're probably new to the TTC, they're new to Toronto. So we're going to have staff ambassadors out there as well. So all of this is really important to getting people where they need to go.
And along those lines, how can people identify those staff ambassadors and also the extra constables that are going to be on the TTC?
So the special constables will be identifiable through the high-vis jackets. Our staff ambassadors will be wearing red pennies, or they might be wearing a vest that says TTC on it. So if you see someone like that, or if they're holding a giant sign that says TTC, approach them and ask them where to go. If you know, because it may not necessarily be that you need to go through Union Station. Maybe you go to St. Andrews. Maybe you go down to Queens Quay and take a streetcar up Bathurst. Those are other options that people will have tonight.
Look, nobody wants to talk about money on a night like this because people are spending thousands and thousands of dollars. But let me ask you about that, because at the end of all this, the TTC is going to get a bill, and that bill is estimated to be around $1 million. But you think the transit service is going to earn some of that money back?
We know from the experiences of other cities, predominantly in the U.S., that transit ridership goes through the roof when she's in town. So these 6 nights are going to bring a lot of people onto transit. We'll make that money back, if not in full, at least most of it. But it's a small price to pay. You know, we need to make these events work, and we need to do it right. We need to leave a good impression, because the people that are here tonight, maybe it's their first time in Toronto, and if we put on a good show for them, if the city is welcoming, if we have good transit, they'll come back and they'll bring more people with them, and that's more money in the future, and that's all good news.
So along with that, can you give us an idea or a sense of some of the conversations that took place in the planning for tonight?
Yeah, we did a lot of work, pretty much, from the time the shows were announced. We started prep work because we anticipated something like this. Maybe not quite like this. This is really on another level. But
it's hard to prepare for this.
It is. But we knew, because we weren't the first stop on the tour, because we have other cities to look to for examples, and we knew the transit was going to be heavily used tonight, or on the show nights. So we were working with the city. We're working with Toronto Fire, Toronto Police, paramedics, all of it. It's a really full court press from everybody in the city, from the city of Toronto, the agencies, and we're just part of that. And we're happy to be part of it.
All right, big night for Swifties, big night for the TTC too. Yep. Stuart Green, thanks so much for making time for us.
Thanks, guys.
Right,
now, getting around the city, if you're not using transit, that's going to be extra tricky while Taylor is still in town. There are a number of road closures in place, and on that note, we want to send it over to Adjoa and Siabois for a closer look at how that drive is going.
It is, yeah, it is ram jammed. I'm not the biggest Swiftie, but it's me. Y'all, you got to shake it off, because I'm the problem. It's me. I'm going to take you towards the eastbound Gardner, where it's very, very tough to get into the downtown core if you're trying to navigate and make your way into the show on this commute. I'll definitely be your anti-hero. I'll try to look for a non-existent blank space on the eastbound Gardner, which we know is very jammed as you head from the 427. Continues busy all the way out towards about Strawn. Now, if you're traveling on the westbound lanes of the Gardner, you're going to feel a whole lot of bad blood. It is jammed solid from Jarvis, continues slow all the way out towards about the Dufferin stretch. And are you ready for it? Just taking a look at Bremner, the main closure, shut down between Reese to Navy Pier for the TSO shows. Don't blame me. I'm just trying to pass along all that good karma. I'll send it back to you both.
CP24 Traffic Report is brought to you by 407 ETR. Enjoy the journey with a stress-free commute.
Okay, along with that, we've been talking about all of the planning that has come into having this be a successful 6-show tour for Taylor Swift. That also involves safety and security.
Absolutely, and with that, we're going to check in with CP24. Steve Ryan, you've been hanging out with the Swifties all day. You've also been hanging out with the Toronto Police. Let's talk about that. This is a massive undertaking for the police service. How do you even begin to prepare for an event of this magnitude, Steve?
Yeah, it's almost unimaginable the amount of work that goes into this type of planning. Months, maybe even a year or so in advance when you get all of the preparations in place. You're talking about all of the emergency personnel, you're talking about even the TTC and all of their community partners. Now, yesterday we were in the Major Incident Command Center, and we got a chance to show our viewers that big room with all of those TV screens on it and a map. So there's a logistics team that is monitoring this entire event right now, and they are responsible for putting police officers in place if, in fact, something needs to be addressed here tonight. So it's a watchful eye over this event, and the goal is that nothing happens and everybody has a good time. And we talked to the chief today as well, and he was out there trading bracelets with Swifties, and it was so refreshing to see the other side of policing, which is just as equally important as the enforcement side.
Okay, so along with that, Steve, talk about the diversity that officers have to exude, espouse, especially with what's happening in the city. You know, just a few days ago we talked about this, and then tonight the horses with the friendship bracelets.
Yeah, you make such a great point, Bakari. So you juxtapose the position. You've got officers chasing down violent criminals with guns, 100 shots fired. You guys were covering it the other day. 16 gun scenes, 23 people seized, 23 people arrested. You look at that part of policing, which is incredibly important. Yeah. But the other part of that is the community interaction, which what we are seeing tonight with the horses, the officers' arms full of Swiftie friendship bracelets, and the chief mingling with the crowds, doing the same thing. That part of policing is just as important, equally as important as the enforcement part, and it's impactful on the regular citizens of the city.
Yeah, you've been walking around, Steve, observing the police presence. How would you describe it? And what is with the officers walking around with the flashing lights? What message are they trying to send there?
Good question. So the lights are designed to just let people know that the police presence is here. So throughout the night, you'll see the flashes on the shoulders, red lights and blue lights on the epaulets of the uniform officers. That's just reassurance to all the people that are down here that the police are present. The police cars will have those lights on them as well. And it just lets people know that, hey, we're here. If you need us, you come calling.
Okay, and so along those lines, how's this going to work? We have tweens, teens, parents, grandparents who are out here when they need that help from an officer. Should they just walk up to a person like, what's going on?
Yes. So if you need an officer, you flag them down. The police are, although they're out mingling with the crowd, they are still watching and observing. And if they see something that seems out of sorts, they will address that as well. But good policing in an event like this is for the police to go unnoticed, police the event, make sure that it's done safely, and allow people to have a good time.
All right, Steve Ryan standing by tonight as our special coverage continues of Taylor Swift in Toronto. Steve, thanks so much for hanging out with us, and we'll check in with you soon.
I like your...
You like it? Okay.
I like it.
Oh, wait, before we go, can we see your friendship bracelet?
Of course.
All right, everybody. We're officially Swifties.
Yeah.
There you have it.
Thanks to Kate.
You're
Thanks,
watching
Kate.
special
Thanks,
coverage
Kate.
right here on CP24. Taylor Swift is in Toronto. It's going to be a big, big party, one that's only getting started. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Heaven, sin, saw you there, and I thought, oh my God, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Love's a game, wanna play.
Welcome back to our special edition of Live at 5. I'm Lindsay Biscaya. We are going to take you back to the Rogers Centre in the first night of Taylor Swift in Toronto in just a moment. But first, let's take a look at some of the other stories we are following tonight. Police say a 16-year-old who was one of 23 people arrested after a shootout on Monday was wanted in connection with a murder last spring. In April, 30-year-old Matthew Burgart was shot and killed in a home invasion in Etobicoke. After the mass arrests on Monday night, police discovered a 16-year-old was taken into custody with a suspect in that murder. The teen is now charged with second-degree murder in Burgart's death. And today, police displayed all of the guns they seized following Monday's shootout outside a birthday party near Queen and Gladstone. There are 16 firearms in total. Police say all of them came from the U.S.
Individuals arrested were attending a birthday party at this location. Not only were they allegedly brazenly displaying these weapons on social media, but they also brought these firearms out into our streets and engaged in reckless exchange of gunfire. It happened in a busy part of our city where countless lives were at risk. It is a miracle that no one was injured or killed.
Here you can see these sounds of gunshots and muzzle flashes were caught on video during the shootout Monday night. Of the 23 people arrested, 8 people ranging in age from 16 to 30 were charged. 2 of those individuals were out on bail, and investigators say police were able to make so many arrests because undercover officers were already in the area looking for someone wearing an ankle monitor. They were sitting in an unmarked police car that was caught in the crossfire, and no one was injured. A man is dead. Another man is in hospital after an overnight stabbing in Fort York. It happened just before 1 this morning at Fort York Boulevard and Dan Leckie Way. Police say the men got into an argument and stabbed each other. Both were rushed to hospital, where one was pronounced dead and the other remains in critical condition in hospital.
At this time, there are no outstanding suspects or any kind of ongoing public risk as a result of this incident that we have been able to identify. The two men were known to each other.
And police haven't yet released information on what charges will actually be laid. Time now is 5:26. This is Live at 5. We are coming to you live tonight from the Rogers Centre, where one of the biggest pop stars in the world is performing tonight. Here's fans lining up ahead of the big show. It's night one of the Eras Tour in Toronto. More Swift Mania coming up after the break.
We are now only a few hours away from the highest grossing tour of all time, kicking off in Toronto. We're live outside of Rogers Centre tonight, where the pop icon makes her Eras Tour Canadian debut.
And we're also at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre for Tailgate 24, where there is a massive celebration of all things Taylor Swift.
And with the influx of Swifties downtown, we're going to take a look at the best ways to get around. Good evening, I'm Bakari Savage.
And I'm Lena Lattifat. Welcome to a really special edition of Live at 5. We are coming to you live tonight from the place to be. We are steps away from Rogers Centre, broadcasting from Steam Whistle Brewing. This is where Swifties from all over the world have been gathering, and the countdown to Taylor Swift is officially on. Our extensive coverage of Taylor in Toronto begins right now.
Are you ready for it?
I'm ready
asking.
for it. I'm ready. I mean, look at me, Bakari.
Okay, yeah,
You're
yeah.
a little underdressed.
Wait.
I
got my bracelet. Come on now. Thanks to Kate. Great fan.
We are officially Swifties. We're ready for it. The Swifties are ready for it. And Taylor Swift is ready for it. It's the moment they've been waiting for, the Swifties, for months. Taylor Swift taking the stage at Rogers Centre tonight, and fans have been lining up all day.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You have to have a ticket. But even if you don't have a ticket, don't fret, because there's still a lot of fun and revelry to be had, because there's the tailgate that's happening as well.
It's called Tailgate 24, Taylor's version, and that is where we find CP24's Beatrice Vaisman. That's another party happening at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre. Beatrice.
It is, Lena. Choir now on the stage, taking some of these Swifties through some Taylor Swift karaoke, obviously just getting them in the mood. This is kind of the pre-party for the big show tonight, the first of 6, obviously. And so what better way to spend time with fellow Swifties, make some new friends, exchange friendship bracelets as well. I mean, there's people here who have tickets for tonight's show. They're kind of just waiting to the last possible second to actually go. There's others who don't have tickets, who are just here trying to take in the energy, be a part of the experience, because this really is an experience to be here in this city for kind of Taylor Swift mania. Let's see if we can talk to some of these fans. Hi, ladies. We're live on CP24. Hey, we're just talking about, obviously, the energy, the vibes. Are you guys from Toronto?
No, we're from Michigan, in the Detroit area.
And so are you going to any of the shows?
We're going tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, we're super excited.
What are you most looking forward to? Have you seen Taylor Swift before?
I have. I think we're most excited for the Tortured Poets department since it's new, so we're really excited to see that for the first time.
This is a mother-daughter trip?
Yeah.
Mom, tell me about the outfits. What was the inspiration behind this?
Well, obviously, I'm older, so I had to lean more in on, what do you think I should do? I love pink. So she was like, Mom, you got to go with Lover. And she's just gifted. Like, she made this outfit. Like, I bought mine, but she made hers. So, but she's great. So,
don't ever call yourself old, Mom. You're fabulous.
I'm seasoned.
What is it like sharing this with your daughter? I mean, just having this experience together.
It's great. I mean, that's my other daughter over there. It's her birthday. And so it's like a big family thing. So it's great. It's great.
You going to the show tonight as well then, obviously?
Yes.
Tell me about the inspiration behind this.
It's the Look What You Made Me Do music video. So I also made this one.
And it's your birthday?
Yes, it is.
It's a pretty cool way to spend your birthday. What are the expectations? Does it get any better? Is this peak?
I think this is peak.
Peaked in life?
Yes, I think so. Yes.
What have the vibes been like in Toronto since you guys have been in the city, just taking this all in?
Just really fun. Just all Taylor Swift everywhere.
Yeah. So you made this outfit, Mom was saying. What were you envisioning as you were making it?
So this is actually the outfit from the Me music video as well. And so I kind of just went with that, and here it is.
How did you guys get tickets?
We actually got the code, so we got pre-sale codes, and so we were really grateful that we were able to get in and not have any troubles getting them. So it was really great. So we're very fortunate for that.
Awesome. You guys are very lucky. Enjoy the show tonight. Happy birthday! This is what a great way to spend your special day. I mean, this is not bad either. Here watching choir, singing Taylor Swift's best, greatest hits pre-show. Trouble. You guys are trouble. Back to you.
All right, Beatrice, great stuff. What a great party. Thanks so much. And the party continues where we are tonight. Again, we're coming to you live steps away from Rogers Center. One of the remarkable things has been talking to Swifties who have come in from all over the world. We're not talking about just Canadians. We're talking about people coming in from the U.S., from parts of Europe. This is really all about the fans. And we are now joined by some super fans. We've got with us Stephanie and Aaron. You guys are from North Carolina. Thanks so much for joining us. And tell us what you're doing tonight.
So we drove up from Charlotte, North Carolina last night and landed in Buffalo and stayed at a friend's house and drove in this morning. We were supposed to go to Austria, the Vienna concert, night 2. We had tickets, and because that was canceled, we never got to go, and so we've been trying ever since. So this is our last-ditch effort.
Okay, so how did it work out for you all to get tickets for tonight? How did it work out for you all to get tickets?
We have not gotten tickets yet. We are hoping to get tickets from StubHub. And after they go on the stage, it usually drops a couple $100.
No way. Are you serious?
Yes.
What does the sign say?
This sign says, help Vienna Swifties without ticks, never seen her. And then Ellen has a sign that's our checklist about buying the tickets, making the matching t-shirts, going to the airport to go to Vienna, having a great time, not giving up and driving from North Carolina. But the only box we haven't checked is attend the Eras Tour.
What would it mean to you to be able to see Taylor Swift live tonight?
It would probably make me cry. And it would probably mean the world to me because, I mean, we were supposed to go, and that was like as exciting as it was. But when it was canceled, that was kind of heartbreaking for all of us. But if we got to go today, it would be very, very exciting.
All right, there you have it. Ellen, we hope it works out. Ellen and Stephanie, they drove all the way up from Charlotte, North Carolina, stopping in Buffalo, staying at a friend's house,
what a journey.
hoping for tickets tonight after having the show in Vienna canceled. Hey,
good luck
best
to you.
Of luck.
Hope you do
Keep
get to
us
see her
posted.
live.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Good luck. Let's take you live now to Rogers Center. That is where we find CP24's Sija Liu. She's been speaking with some people who are lucky enough to have tickets tonight. What are you hearing, Sija?
Yeah, these are the lucky fans for sure, and they are just so excited. I mean, tickets went on sale over a year ago, so this is truly a long time coming for these fans. And in just a few hours, their wildest dreams will come true, seeing Taylor Swift live in person in Toronto. And like you mentioned, fans have been coming from all over the world. I have two young fans here with me. They came in from Buffalo. We have Ellie and Claire. Ellie, tell me, why do you love Taylor Swift so much?
She sings really good songs, and I feel like they can take you anywhere. And like, if you're in one mood, you can listen to one of her songs, and if you're in a different mood, you can listen to a different one of her songs.
So when you are in a really happy mood, what type of song do you like to listen to? What's your favorite?
I feel like one of her songs from Reputation or 1989 will really, I really like to listen to when I'm in a happy mood.
And I see your outfits, you and your sister, you guys look so adorable. Tell me about your outfit.
I wore Karma. I'm a huge cat lover, and I just kind of like this shirt because it has a little cat and Taylor Swift, my two favorite things.
And if Taylor Swift was watching this, what would you say to her?
I'd say good job on all of her songs. She does a really amazing job making all these songs on her own, and yeah, just congrats.
We are so excited for you. And the one that made this all happen, her parents who drove here all the way from Buffalo got the tickets. And Mom, we have to ask you, why was this so important, to make this dream come true for your daughters?
It's actually kind of my dream. I went and saw her during her Fearless tour and, cried the whole time. And so I never imagined I'd be able to bring my daughters with me and they would love her as much as I did. So it means a lot.
What do you think it is about Taylor Swift that transcends generations and also can bring out a huge crowd like this?
I don't know. She's just pure magic and the energy. She's got such energy. So it's wonderful.
Is there a specific song or performance, outfit you would really love to see tonight?
Oh, I can't even tell you. I love them all. I love the Cruel Summer, the bodysuit. That one's probably a favorite.
And we were talking earlier about how you got your tickets. You're one of the lucky ones for sure. How much did you pay for your ticket?
I think they were like $50 US dollars each. They were very, very cheap, and it was amazing.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Have the best time at the concert. We appreciate it. Well, they're definitely one of the lucky ones. Just $50 tickets, and lots of people out here still trying to get some. And we're wishing them luck. We'll send it back to you for now as we talk to some more fans.
All right, CP24, CJ Lou in the sea of Swifties out there. But you know what? We got another Swiftie right here. CTV's Andrea Case. Andrea, you got a ticket. You just heard that family say they drove up here from Charlotte looking for tickets.
Wait, what is your secret?
Okay, here's the thing. I would give them my ticket, but I got my ticket from the organization, from T Swift's organization. And so I'm going to go in and I'm going to report back for the network as to what it was like inside. So the thing is, she's going to perform for 3.5 hours. So if she goes on at 8, that's 11:30, CTV News 11:30. I'm going to have to leave before it's over, but I will do what I have to do because it's my job.
Right, it's journalism, of
It's
course.
journalism.
It's journalism.
And you know what, tonight, just a shout out to TMU. I was supposed to be getting an award tonight, the Alumni Award, but I had to offer them my apologies because I had to cover this. So shout out to TMU. I'm sorry I couldn't be there. But
you have a pretty solid reason, though, right?
A solid reason.
I want to ask you something. You have been covering so many concerts. You've seen some of the biggest stars come in from all over the world. What is different about Taylor Swift? Talk to us about the Taylor effect.
It's the community. If you walk out on the street, there is so much love on the street. Everybody is so polite. Everyone is so. I know it sounds lame,
so excited,
but it comes from the top down. Remember, this is a woman who gave 550 people in her organization $100,000 each as a thank you. They're still working. That was during the hiatus. Taylor Swift is donating to food banks all or every city she goes to. Probably Daily Bread Food Bank may be one of the beneficiaries. It's who she is, and that's what people love. Some people think it's corny. That's on them. But Taylor Swift is someone that everybody thinks that if they met her, they would know her and they could be her friend. And that's, a lot of celebrities very standoffish, for whatever reason. But Taylor Swift, everybody feels like she is their friend, and she is their friend.
She really is.
So Andrea, I've only been to about a handful of concerts in my life, right?
Yes.
But I've seen the videos of, when the Beatles come to town, the videos of Michael Jackson doing concert tours. Talk about the phenomenon. You touched on it, but the phenomena of when Taylor Swift comes to town and people travel from all over to be a part of it.
A lot of people are here tonight and they don't have tickets. It is pretty much locked down here, but as you saw the folks from Vienna, people are also here just to soak in the atmosphere. It's a love fest in there. I mean, I haven't been to a show yet, but she released a concert video and we saw what that was like. So it is a love fest. And people, at this time of what's going on in the world, people need this. And again, I know a lot of people think it's hokey. TSN has a concert, Get Out of Tay-Tay, Get Out of Town, and go to Buffalo, and you can watch her boyfriend, Travis Kelce, play the Buffalo Bills this weekend. it is what it is. It's not for everybody, and we totally admit that, and some people think, oh, we're going overboard. This is a phenomenon. 300,000 people will take in the show. Yes, some of them will be seeing it more than once, but 300,000 people. Sarstock was 100,000 people. That was one show. This is, and they're going to Vancouver. It's been all over the world for a year and a half.
Toronto is expected to generate about $280 million. Like, that is big money. So if you don't like Taylor Swift, at least you can appreciate that economic benefit there.
It
There's
might
value
be
in
bad
that.
for traffic. Sorry, those of you who are driving, we understand that, but Toronto's used to bad traffic. This is really, for a lot of people, once a lifetime thing. I know we got to wrap up.
Andrea Case, thank you so much.
I got a concert to go to.
Have fun tonight. We are going to be living vicariously through you. Have so much fun, my friend.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Andrea touched on this. Traffic, it is a nightmare. You know who gets that really well tonight? Adjoa and Siaya Bois. How's it going, Ed?
Ooh, it is a slow go in and around the city, but you know, we're going to focus on the big closure that's happening, and that's taking place on Bremner, shut down for all of these T-Swift shows. So you need to calm down because it's going to take you a fortnight to get to the first T-Swift shows between Bremner, which is closed, between Reese and Simcoe. Going to show you my other cameras. This is where it's not the most gorgeous drive on the eastbound Gardner. It is Islington. We knew it was trouble. That cleared, so that's good karma. And you won't be enchanted with the drive on the westbound lanes of the Gardner. They're very, very slow from Jarvis out towards Dufferin. That's where you start to see a little bit of a break. And your best bet, you know what, is to take transit. Probably bundle up, wear your cardigan, and show off your style. I'll send it back to you both.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Adjoa, thanks so much for this. You're watching special coverage right here on CP24. We are live on location tonight, steps away from Rogers Center. That is where one of the biggest pop stars in the world, Taylor Swift, is taking the stage in just a bit. The show starts at 6:45. This is a shot of the lineup outside Rogers Center. The party continues. We'll be right back.
And I guess I liked that. And when I felt hard, you took a step back without me, without me, without me. And he's long.
Welcome back. I'm Lindsay Biscaya. We are going to take you back to Rogers Center and the first night of Taylor Swift in Toronto in just a moment. But first, we're going to take a look at some of the other stories we are following tonight as well. Time is running out to avoid a potential labor disruption at Canada Post. The deadline for a strike or lockout is midnight. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers says it is fighting for improvements to wages, health and safety, and expanding post office services. A spokesperson for Canada Post says optimism that a deal will be reached before midnight is not high. Charities that depend on mail-in donations are among those concerned about the impact that a strike or lockout could actually have.
A lot of our supporters are of an older demographic that still write checks and still send them in envelopes through the mail and comes to our gift processing center. And so an interruption to postal services impacts us quite significantly.
Some charities are encouraging people to donate online or over the phone instead. They say that charitable services are in demand now more than ever, and the final 2 months of the year are usually critical for fundraising. The Ontario Nurses Association staged a hospital understaffing graveyard on a downtown street this morning.
Shame for compromising quality of care in people's final days. These are not just patients. They are parents, grandparents. They built this province, and they deserve dignity in their care.
Nursing advocates staged this mock funeral to call attention to the loss of nurse and healthcare professional positions. They want hospital CEOs and the province to address what they call chronic understaffing levels by implementing a registered nurse to patient ratio. And City Council has approved a new bylaw to curb illegal renovictions. Landlords who plan to evict tenants to renovate their properties will be required to take a number of steps, including applying for a rental renovation license. To obtain the license, a report is needed from a qualified person showing the work is so extensive that the unit must be vacant. The cost of that license is $700 per unit. The bylaw also includes guidelines for compensation for displaced tenants. And one person is facing charges after a car hit a house in the Junction. Now, the crash happened near Annette and Keele Streets around 2:45 this afternoon. Police say the driver was arrested for impaired driving. He was also taken to hospital to be treated for injuries. Police say the vehicle struck the patio area of the home but didn't break through the wall. It's not clear how much it'll cost to actually fix the damage that was done just yet. It's 5:50 right now, 9 degrees outside. This is Live at 5, and we are coming to you live from Rogers Centre, where one of the biggest pop stars in the world is performing tonight. It is night one of the Eras Tour in Toronto. Here's a live look at fans lining up for the concert. More with Lena and Bakari down at Rogers Centre coming up right after this.
Are you ready for it? We certainly are. It is being described as the biggest entertainment event of the year. Taylor Swift is officially in the 6, and the city is buzzing tonight. The energy is incredible.
And right now, joining us live is Miles Galloway, host of the Night Show on Virgin Radio. Miles, how much Taylor have you guys been playing leading up to tonight?
Taylor Mania is alive and well. It's completely taken over everything that we do and everything that we talk about. The energy is palpable. I took the GO train in on the way here, and it was like Taylor-oki the whole way. I was getting involved. It was great. There was friendship bracelets going around. It was wonderful. It was so cool.
You know, in our newsroom, we've been talking about this event, how big a deal it's going to be for so many people, the economic impact. But I feel like there's nothing that can prepare you for this moment. You just have to be here to experience it. We're not even inside Rogers Centre, and we can feel that energy. How would you describe this moment?
I can only liken it to the last time Toronto had a moment this electric when the Raptors won.
Yes.
That's what it feels like. Whether you're a Swiftie or not, just like then, whether you were a sports fanatic or not, you cannot help but feel swept up in just all the energy, the emotion, the excitement. It's just completely taken over.
And Miles, speaking of, talk about what it takes to do 6 shows. One show that's 3.5 hours long.
I struggle doing a 4-hour radio show on Virgin Radio, so I'm not sure how she's doing it, but you know, you cannot fault her work ethic. It's unmatched, isn't it?
Have you had the chance to speak with some super fans? We've been talking to fans from all over, and they're so dedicated. These are real fans.
Yeah, and not just Torontonians, fans from all over Canada, all over the world. I've heard plenty of British accents like mine. It's like it's crazy. I mean, I met this girl Jill today, who'd come from Halifax, and this is her 31st time seeing Taylor Swift tonight. I'm so jealous.
Wow.
I was like, could you give someone else a chance? I'll take your ticket instead.
But the other thing is, how can we snag an interview with Taylor? She's elusive.
We're trying. I'll let you know.
Please,
I'll let you know.
Speaking of the scoop, you are going live tonight. Tell us about your show, what's happening on Virgin Radio.
That's right. It's the night show on 99.9 Virgin Radio, Taylor's version. We're doing the Taylor Swift Top 7 at 7 p.m. You can text 99999 for your favorite Taylor Swift song tonight. What's your favorite? I have to ask you.
You know, my favorite is Bad Blood.
Bad Blood?
A classic girl.
Sorry.
So I'm old school. Shake it off.
Yes,
Come on now.
I'm
Come
with
on
you.
now.
I'm with you. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm going to go shake it off. Yeah.
All right, love that.
A little Taylor-oki?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Miles Galloway, thank you so much for joining us, and have so much fun. This is a really great event to cover. You can really see the city coming together, and it's a good news story that I think a lot of people have been waiting for.
100%. We are ready for it.
Yeah.
We sure are.
Thanks a lot,
Miles, thanks so much.
Thank
Miles
you.
Galloway, host of the Night Show on Virgin Radio. Thanks a lot.
And as Miles was talking about, tonight is really all about the Swifties, the fans. This is a live shot of them just outside Rogers Centre. It has been remarkable talking to people coming in from all over the world. We're talking about fans coming in from all over the country, from different parts of the U.S., from Europe. And what they're telling us, most of them, is that they really feel like this is their last chance to catch the Eras Tour before it's all over. Many of them describing this as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And it's also a multi-generational event. We're seeing grandmas, moms, dads, kids, like everybody's involved.
And you know, the other thing about this, there are 6 shows here in Toronto, the only other North American city with this many shows. LA.
Yeah.
What does that tell you, huh?
Toronto's on the map.
Exactly.
Now, this is a really special night for all these fans we just showed you, but it's also a really special night for a son and a dad from Ottawa.
Richard and Jack Laidlaw, first off, thank you all so much. I know you had to wait a long time. Yo, Jack, I love the shades, my man. I love the shades. Okay, tell us a little bit about your story and what it took for you guys to get here tonight. It's pretty cool. It's very heartwarming.
Really cool story, yeah. So we, in December of last year, Jack got diagnosed with a rare genetic disease, hereditary spastic paraplegia type 4. And what it means is he's the neurons from his that connect the brain to his lower body are slowly deteriorating, and he's slowly becoming paralyzed. When we got diagnosed, we decided we connected with research teams in the U.S. and we had to raise $3 million to get a cure for them in 2 years. So we've been fundraising for that. We had 2 little girls donate some Taylor Swift tickets to us to make some money off of. We ended up doing a silent auction. We raised $20,000 from the highest bidder. We had a anonymous donor donate or match $20,000, and then the lady that bought the tickets donated the tickets back to the original girls, who then sent us to Taylor Swift.
That is so special. Before we sign off tonight, we want to hear from Jack really quickly. What does it mean to you to be able to see Taylor tonight?
I feel like I'm gonna have a blast. It's gonna be super fun.
That's so much. All right, Richard and Jack, thank you so much for joining us. Have so much fun and best of luck with everything. We so appreciate you making time for us on CP24.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
All right, that is it for us, but don't go anywhere because we've got more special coverage coming up at 7 o'clock tonight. Again, we're going to be broadcasting live from Steam Whistle Brewing, just steps from Rogers Center. We're going to be back with more stories, more excitement, more Swifties. The show, by the way, begins at 6:45. Singer-songwriter Gracie Abrams is opening for Taylor Swift.
$282 million economic footprint. CTV News at 6 is next.
Thanks for watching.